Hello everyone, I'm back. Welcome back, another Tuesday. We're a bit washed out in the background, but it is what it is. Today I have a great show for you this evening. Today we're going to be talking about what's mine is mine and what his is ours. Now, I talk about this provider men stuff a lot, and it seems to be lost on some folks the difference between a man who's actually a provider and then what women should be providing financially. Now, traditionally speaking, the way I see it, I'm from the South. So the way I see it is that if the man is taking care of his family, then he should be providing for not only himself, but for the people around him. That includes his woman. Now, if she goes and gets a job or something, has a project, little side hustle, job, personal interest, whatever, and then she makes money from that, then that's sort of bonus for her money, you know? And I don't really, and I see it as being weird to think that you should get some of that, you know? Just if she has her money and she makes money for herself, good. That's great. Now she has a little bonus money to squirrel away for a rainy day or whatever. And by the way, ladies, if you aren't squirreling away money for yourself, you definitely should be. Because y'all are, it don't matter, even if you are in an equitable relationship, y'all are one argument away from getting the rug pulled from up under you, let me tell you. All right? That being said, if a woman is in a relationship with a man that has her own little project, job, side hustle, whatever, and he's actually a provider man, what that means for that relationship is that he should be just simply taking care of you and himself, of course, and you, and then any money that you make is your money. Put it in a savings account, put it in your sock drawer, I don't care what you do with it, but it's your money. You don't need to split it with a man, not a man that's about it. And every man that I've ever met that makes money and is about it also thinks the same. They don't think, oh, well, you should just have your job or some little contributions in some way and then just add it so that I can offset my cost. Men that are like that are stingy. And if you're dating a stingy man, there's nothing you're going to be able to do there's nothing you're going to be able to do at all that's going to change him being stingy. That's in his blood, bones, and family. It ain't going anywhere. All right? So if you're dating a stingy man, that's not going anywhere. Let me change the camera so here just a little bit, because it's a little bit getting a little blasted here by the lights. In a penthouse, and I have floor-to-ceiling windows, which is great, but except when you're trying to film live content. God. Anyways, we're gonna deal with it. Anyways, that being said, I think that a woman should, if they're dating a real provider man, no provider man should have any problems, any qualms with taking care of himself and his people, which includes you, and then any job or thing that you have for yourself, that's your money. It's your little excess money for you. That's great. Good for you. And then you keep that. There you go. Men that are about it are like this. They think I'm distracting myself over here. They think, oh well, she's got a little thing going on. It's all good for her. Just enjoy it. Make yourself some money. Get yourself a smoothie. I don't know, whatever. You see, and that's true even if you make a lot of money. A man wants to provide if he cares for you. If he cares about you and he cares about this family and he actually makes money, then he wants to. You see, and he's not going to want to take off your plate or whatever it is you're earning. That's just the way it is. Not a real provider. Okay? So, if he's encouraging you to get your own money, make your own money so you can contribute to these bills, fake provider. Splenda daddy. You guys know what a Splenda daddy is? A Splenda daddy is like a fake provider. The one that makes you think he might provide for you. Splenda daddy. If he makes $300,000 a year and you make $30,000 a year, and he's like, okay, we're living together, we got to split the rent 50-50, Splenda daddy. He's faking it. You get what I'm saying? Ain't never going to give you any of that money. All right? I'm just telling you how it is, folks. Splenda at it. Now, that's what I mean, but imagine that. Now, I'm not saying some of you women out-earn your men. Now, if some of you women are out-earning the men, fine. Okay, you know what? Fine. Good for you, ma'am. That's great. Y'all should do that. But my question is why are you dating a man you're out-earning? You know? How are you going to... If you're making more money than the man in your household, and then he goes and says, hey, you know what? I'm going to go golf with my buddies this weekend. We just got some new golf clubs. I'm going to hit the holes this weekend with my boys. You're going to start questioning things. You're going to be like, wait a minute, who paid for those golf clubs? Was that out of yours or mine? You know what I'm saying? You're walking around like, lower the voice in my house. You know what I mean? Lower your voice a little bit in my house while I'm watching my shows. You know, I question you. Why are you dating guys that are making less than you? First and foremost, God. Second of all, if you had if he's making significantly more than you, you know, why does he want you to contribute anything at all? You know what I mean? Like, just put it in perspective. If he's making $500,000 a year and you're making $50,000 a year, are you really putting a dent in it? You know? You get what I'm saying? If he's really a successful provider man, are you really able to put a dent in it? Or would it just be a huge strain for you to try to contribute to the lifestyle he's used to by paying half of whatever it is? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? It doesn't to me. The math ain't mathin'. So, folks, point is this. If he's a real provider man, he's not asking for half of your money. And next to his money, if you're dating men that are successful, it's kind of probably peanuts. I mean, unless you're actually, you know, y'all can be at the same level. I'm not saying you can't be, fine. But for the vast majority of cases, y'all, my advice across the board is date older, date richer than you. And let him teach you something. All right? And a man that's a successful man that's about it, that's a provider, is not going to be upset if you have a little job or some other, or even a career on the side. He's not going to say, okay, well, I'm going to take from your money. Do you get what I'm saying? That's not what they do. All right? Open up the floor. Okay. Hello, folks. Yeah, date. That's right. Date rich. Simply because there's been, I don't understand the argument where people are saying, you know, just being gold diggers is a bad thing. I think that women should be gold diggers. It's just a matter of perspective. If you are dating guys that are successful, or you're putting yourself in places where successful men are and then dating the people nearby, that's what y'all should be doing, by the way. Put yourself where successful people are and just dating locally. All right? Okay? But if you're dating people that are nearby, that are successful, the characteristics of being a success is what's attractive about successful men. Yeah, money is part of it, for sure. Better to cry in a Range Rover, for sure. All right? However, also, you know what it takes to make money? Like long term? Like make money and keep making money long term? It takes so much. It takes a certain character with a high willingness to, you know, learn, adapt, be smart, capable, work hard every day. That's what it takes, by the way. And so the characteristics of a rich man are what is attractive. Nothing more attractive than a good credit and a good FICO score. I don't care what y'all say. Some of y'all are going after men for the wrong reasons. Some of y'all are dating men because they got tattoos on their hands or whatever. All right. They surf 5 days a week or whatever. I'm not saying you can't surf. But if that's like 90% of your personality, my God, get a job. All right? And so some of y'all are going for men for the wrong reasons. And y'all should be going for men with some financial stability. All right? A 10-year plan or what have you. A 401k at the very least. My God. All right? Ramen should be a gourmet choice, not a necessity to live. All right? I promise you, your life will be better that way. All right? Because Pampers ain't cheap, folks. Oh, man. How's it going, folks? How's it going, guys? I can't see comments on YouTube yet. Figuring that out. But everyone else, I got you. Hello. Give it to me straight. I'll give it to you straight. Don't you worry. I'm going to try. Not now. I'm going to try to see if I can see the comments here. Nope. All right, I give up. Okay, I just started golfing at the country club and haven't paid anything. In months. Well, good for you. That's it, folks. Get yourself a private club membership. That's how you meet successful guys that are successful. Guys that go and spend time at private membership clubs. All right? What about blue-collar workers? Blue-collar workers make a lot of money. Are you kidding me? Those plumbers and garbage men are raking it in. Get you one of those boys too. Whatever. Some of y'all might not have that proclivity for that kind of taste or whatever, but let me tell you, folks, those guys that are picking up your trash, they're making money, honey. For real. Like for real. Some of these union guys or whatever, also making a killing. Don't let the collar fool you. Okay. Hello, guys. We're back. Okay. What do you think of a man who never takes initiative? I always have to ask, and then he says yes. Then what that means, porcelain mommy. I like that name, by the way. Porcelain mommy. What that means for you, ma'am, is that you're not his first choice. You're a convenient option for him. Sorry to tell you. And I think that you should discuss it with your other boyfriend. One that calls you up first. All right? How do I avoid the man that looks like uncles at the back of the church? Look, no matter what, you're going to get offers. As a woman, you're going to get offers from all shapes and sizes. It is what it is. Appreciate it while you can. All right? We don't look this way forever. Your aunties and uncles and stuff, or that you look at and they look like a big bag of Skittles now, that's your future too. It's just like it is for all of us. So don't be so judgmental. All right. I'm happy for you. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to read some of these comments. All elders are hot. Somebody's got daddy issues. Nothing wrong with having daddy issues. There's only things wrong with having Splenda daddy issues. All right? Is he daddy or is he Splenda daddy? That's what you need to concern yourself with. If he's wants you to pay for half the bills, Splenda daddy. If he wants you to pay for the check at dinner, Splenda daddy. If he's got it this time, you got it next time, Splenda daddy. All right? Because they all, in the beginning, kind of, the courtship, they'll kind of pay for things or whatever, but they're secretly a Splenda daddy. And that's what you should worry about. All right? And y'all set that precedent from the beginning. That's another thing. If you establish from the beginning how this relationship is going to go, that's the only way you have control in this. Okay? You have to decide right away how you're going to be treated by this man, whatever. And that needs to happen from the start. If you start splitting the checks, splitting the bills, moving in and splitting the rent, all these things, what do you think is going to happen? A year later, he's going to just, his provider powers are going to unlock, and then he's just going to cover everything for you? You know what's going to happen? The opposite, actually. He's going to lose his job, get addicted to playing Xbox, and then you're going to be the one paying the bills. That's what's going to happen. That's your future. All right? Do you want that? That's what happens if you don't establish the dynamic from the beginning. And for the ones that are already in this mess, you're cooked. Sorry. That's your future. You're going to be working while your man's at home playing Xbox. Sorry. You better rip that Band-Aid off now before you're in too deep, sis. Because there's no turning back. Oh, man. Come to France. I was just in France. I was just in Paris for a while. A few weeks, actually. I'm in my 30s. Excuse me. Oh. We good? Okay. Whew. Got dizzy there for a second. Okay, she asked, I'm in my 30s. What are my options? All of them. What do you mean? If you take care of yourself, I got a dragon on my head. If you take care of yourself, man, there will be options for you. What? You don't get fewer options as you get older. As long as you take care of yourself, there aren't fewer options. Okay? It's just, okay, so a lot of people have this misconception. They think, oh, well, when you're 18 to 25, let's say, options are completely open. You have all this endless possibilities with all these people, whatever. And that's kind of how we look at children. It's like we look at children as these all these boundless opportunities. And, who knows what they're going to develop into, or whatever. And that's what women see themselves as. Like from 18 to 25, not only women and men tell women that when you're this age, all of these men are available to you. But here's the deal: do you want all men? Have you looked around at most of them? Do you even need that many options? You know what I'm saying? You don't even need that many. Just you gotta narrow them down, no matter what your age is. And you turn 30 or 40 even, and you're well put together, light beat or whatever, all right, some dry shampoo or whatever, you're still going to get offers, and then you will still need to sift through the bullshit to find the good ones. That's how it's going to be, and that's at all ages. You think the offers stop? There's so many fucking men out there. If you're 30 years old, 30-year-old woman, there's a 40-year-old man for you, man. All right? And that's better suited for you. Do you even want to date a 20-something? Have you met a 20-something-year-old man? How useless is that guy? God. Do you even want that? All right? And I say that to you 20-year-old women too. You 20-year-old women, you might have more options, but let me tell you, sis, for anything in the 15 years of where you're at in life is like a useless fucking man. He's got to be all over the place with his hands in all sorts of pots, figuring out and not knowing what he wants, and he's going to let you know because he's going to have these girlfriends and stuff on the side because he's all over the place. That's part of it. All right? If you're a 20-year-old woman dating a 20-year-old man, you're in for it, sis. Let me tell you. That man doesn't know what he wants, and that includes you. Okay? So you should be dating older fucking anyways. And if you're a 30-year-old woman, you should be dating older, and there will be options for you as long as you put yourself out there. All right? And keep it tight or whatever. Okay? And that's true for all ages. Okay? It's true for the men too. What do you think happens to men? They're going to get older too. And they're going to get balder, and they're going to get fatter, and they're going to get dumber. I talk about this, like a 3-in-1 shampoo. Got hair, body, hair, and face wash, 3-in-1. Men they lose their hair, they gain weight, they become impotent. They're like a 3-in-1 too. Men are 3-in-1s as well. All right? It's not better for them, okay? If you take care of yourself, there will be offers for you. Just because you're 30 doesn't mean you have worse options than when you were 20. It's just It's just you have grown. You now know better what you want. You have more experience. You're more suitable towards making a better selection than your likely 20-year-old self. And you're not dating 20-year-old dudes, and good riddance to that shit. And then you're simply going to have options if you look good. That's it. Men are visual. And some men that are 40 and take care of themselves look great. And they're put together well. And they make good money. And they want to provide for you because that's about the time they want a family, realistically. So, like, it's not worse. It's only worse because you think it's worse. And that's not true. All right? My mom met the love of her life in her late 40s. Straight up. They're married together, and she's happy as a lark, and I'm in love with. She's in love with him, and I'm in love with him for loving her, because I don't have to worry about it. So, the only person limiting yourself here is yourself. Let me tell you. All right. That's right. Okay. Let's see here. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the live. Another live stream. Provider men do not want your money. They just don't. They don't need it. So for them, they're not, and real provider men that are really successful are about it, and they're not going to say, hey, I know I'm paying your rent and providing for you or whatever, and I know you make your $60,000 a year or whatever. I'm going to need some of that money. That doesn't happen. Guys that are really making money don't then require some of yours. All right? They want you to save it. They want you to squill it away for a rainy day. They want you to feel like you have security dating and being with them. That's how it goes. They're not going to be like, well, you're moving in with me. My rent's $22,000 a month. You're going to pay half, right? No, that's ridiculous. They'll just pay for all of it, and you being there is what they want. You see, men are going to want you anyways. And they're going to want you to feel safe with them. So you having your own money put aside or whatever for any reason is fine. And when you're there, living there and with them, why should you be spending your money? And anything short of that is a Splenda daddy. Splenda daddy. All right? Okay. Hello, guys. Opening up the floor. Glucose Guardian. Yeah, that's what Shira says. Glucose Guardian. That's funny. Let's see here. So I'm going to keep... hang on. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, the chat's going so fast. Okay. Hello, everyone. Opening up the floor to questions. Why do men, that's a good one. Why do men look at other women and then act like they don't? I don't understand what you mean, Tay. Or I don't know what you mean. What they're like, what if they look at them? I don't know what you mean. Is it bad? Is it bad for women to make the first move? No. So it's for a lot of men that's quite a relief, actually. What? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's see here. So should a man or woman pay 50-50 for a home? Listen here, sis. if you're moving in with him, okay, and he already has a home, and you're moving in with him, and he's saying you got to pay half the rent or whatever, he's just charging you rent so that he can pay for his mortgage. You see? And unless you're on the paperwork, that's not an equitable deal. He's getting the equity. You're paying his rent. And he's paying off his mortgage that he's accruing over time. All right? That's a roommate. Okay? He's your landlord. My God. Now, if he's got that place anyways, he's going to have to pay for it anyways. If he's out there dating women, on the prowl, dating women so he can bamboozle some woman to move into the house with him so that he can reduce the cost of his mortgage expense so he can afford a more expensive car note. It sounds like you're a victim here. What? There's an alarm siren going on behind me. Yeah. That's your landlord. Hello, guys. How do you let... Hold on. How do I let him know I'm not paying for anything? Marissa says. Listen, this is a good question. How do I know I'm not paying for... how do I let him know I'm not paying for anything? Listen here, Marissa. You establish that stuff from the beginning. Right up front. You're not paying for dinners. Sorry. Siren's going on. It's cutting me off. Hang on. You established right from the beginning that you're not paying for anything. You're not paying for dinners, okay? You're not paying for rent. You're not paying for half his car note, nothing. And so by establishing that right up front, that's how you don't pay for anything. If you guys have been dating for 6 months and you're paying for dinner sometimes, or you're paying half the rent, or you're helping him out with his car payments from time to time, that's how it's going to be for the rest of your life, and it's going to get worse. The man should be able to provide for himself and others. That's it, before he starts dating, straight up. And so if there's a lot of guys out here that will dead ass not have a job and will date women simply because they just need a place to live. They want to move in with you. They need a roommate to subsidize their rent or their own mortgage. They need help financially, so they turn to dating a woman than improving their own financial situation. Don't be a victim. Hello, guys. Okay. Okay. What if a man wants you to pay for half the bill when he asks you to go to the restaurant? Oh, God, I feel like I answered this with so much. Listen, guys, listen here. If he wants you to pay for half the bill, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If he wants you to pay for half the bill, he's setting the precedent for how the rest of the relationship is going to go. Don't do it. Don't give in to it. Does that make sense? If you pay for half the bill at a restaurant, and my God, what's the purpose of taking a woman out to a restaurant or to dinner or to some activity where she has to pay for her half? You see? Doesn't that sort of eliminate the courtship possibility for you, for her? You know, if he's like, hey, we should go out to dinner sometime. It'd be really nice to get to know you more. Let's go out to dinner. And then he says, now that we're out to dinner, go ahead and pay your half. It's like he invited you. You didn't have to accept this offer. what you thought it was, an offer, which was really a fucking trick, I guess. And then for what? So that he can try to sleep with you? What happened to the courtship? You see, maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Maybe I'm just Southern, and like for me, I always thought that you should invite a woman out, be a gentleman, whatever. You know, we all know what's happening here. Birds doing it, bees doing it, people doing it. All right. And so, if that's the case, he's inviting you out for what reason? An investment opportunity, a mutually beneficial investment opportunity? No. What's he inviting you out for? Let's be real. So he can take you home and have Bible study with you or whatever. All right. So what does he expect if he says, well, okay, now that we're here, why don't you pay the bill? Pay for half the bill or whatever. And what's he expect's going to happen from that? I don't know a single woman in the history of ever that's like, sure, I'll just pay for my half. Your place or mine? Who does that? All I can imagine is just being drier than the Sahara because the man's not generous. What do you mean? Just seems backwards. Something's wrong. Oh, man. Yeah, tacos cost $3. That's right. You know, pick a place that you can't afford, that you can pay for all of the bill, and then you'll at least look like Mr. Plenty for the time being. My God. Y'all all faking it anyways. Might as well fake it, you know, when something is within the realm of what you can afford. Fine. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, hang on. What if I want him to live in my house because I'm successful? Does he pay the mortgage or what? Terse asks. Ma'am, why are you trying to move in a man with you in your house? What are you talking about? What is this? Is this some sort of charity or something? You want him to just move in your place? Just set up shop in your life? What are you talking about? Why are you dating a man that it's better for him to move into your house? You need to aim higher, sis. Learn something from a guy that's doing a little better than you, maybe. What? I'm telling you. Why is he seeking shelter in your life? That's crazy. How are you? Hello, guys. Wait, that's a good question. If he pays for dinner, does that mean I owe him Bible study? No, Alicia. It doesn't mean that you owe him anything. But it definitely sets a good precedent so that you can make a decision about the kind of man you might have Bible study with. All right? And if he's saying that, if you guys are going to dinner and then afterwards he gives you a sneaky Venmo request, or he asks you to, I left my card, can we put it on yours? But hand it to me first before the waiter comes along. Then you get to see, that's like pulling the curtain back and looking behind the reality of the situation. And then if you then still choose to sleep with a guy like that, then that's your choice. But just know what you're getting into. Because let me tell you, ma'am, you think it gets better or do you think it gets worse than that? The courtship's when they're trying to impress you. What's it like after the courtship? My God. If he's asking you to pay for stuff during the courtship, what's it going to be like in a couple of months? Do you ever think about that? You think that he's going to, if he's stingy during the courtship, that he's going to be generous after that? Ha! Yeah, right. It gets worse. And then y'all get married, and then it gets even worse. That shit's gonna be the rest of your life. It's like a premonition. You're having a vision at dinner right now. Like That's So Raven or whatever, looking into the future. Like what this is gonna be. And then you go, I'm not paying for this. That's what it's like, folks. Consider it a sign. If y'all needed a sign, that's your sign. All right? Oh, man. Let's see here. Well, because here's the thing about guys that are broke, perpetually broke. That the perpetually broke guys, it's a character trait. Or multiple character traits that are keeping them that way. Most of the time, people that are broke and stay broke are people that are just constantly full of excuses. They're always making excuses about their life or their circumstance, and it's always never their fault. That's a common theme for broke guys, or broke people in general. It's always some external reason why they're not getting ahead, no matter what. They could be. They could be, but they're not. Instead, they're simply choosing to explain away their poor financial situation. And then the thing is that women are sort of naturally empathetic. They want to be sort of supporters and cheerleaders. Or some of y'all, unfortunately, want to fix broken men. All right. And what that does is you kind of enable them. You enable this behavior. You take them in. You think that you're going to mend their little fucking wings and then they're going to be able to fly and take care of themselves one day. Wrong. Nope. You're going to be taking care of them because you're enabling them to be whiners and complainers and people that act as if the world is out to get them. And the reason why they can't get ahead is because nobody will believe in them. And if they can only just get $50,000 so they can start their business and then they can get their food truck off the ground and then they'll be rolling in the money. And you go, and then you're sitting there going, yeah, honey, oh, yeah, we just need you just got to find yourself an investor. All you need is $50,000 and somebody's going to believe in you one day. All that is going to do is make that man weak. And then he's just going to have excuse after excuse, and you're going to want to believe him because you have feelings for this person. And then you're going to be dragged into that financial mess. And by the way, after 5 or 10 years of that shit, they're going to blame you they're also now going to blame you. The person that was there, supported them, and listened to all this bullshit, now that they're 15 years fucking older, and they no longer have any other excuses to use anymore, it'll be your fault. You'll be the reason why you held them back. They could have done so many things, but then you came along and held them back. That's what you get. That's what's going to happen. I'm like the ghost of Christmas future. You better listen to me. Because I promise you, those guys, there's a reason why they're perpetually broke. If you're 40-year-old and broke, it's not that can't happen to you. Things happen in life for sure. But if you're all the time broke and you can't ever get ahead, that's a character flaw. Do you understand? Do you guys get it? So, That being said, just wait at the finish line and date the winners. I don't care what anybody says. I get a lot of men that hate me about that shit. They're all saying, "Oh, you got to be able to hold a man down and just be there for him during the struggle." Blah blah blah. Y'all struggle on your own and date hoes along the way, and then when you're ready, get a wife. Then that's it. That's the best advice I could give to men. Get your money up first before you start dating any woman seriously, and then don't drag somebody into your poor excuse-making situation. And then you women, stop giving those guys a chance. Stop dating guys that are asking you to pay half the shit. Stop dating guys that are asking you to pay half their rent or their mortgage or whatever. So stop dating guys that are asking you to move into their place so that they can get a better car because now they're subsidizing their rent because you live there. Stop doing that. Been there, done that. He left me 2 months later after. Whoop. Been there, done that. He left me 2 months later after I found him a job at Shell. Exactly. All right. My boyfriend of 2 years said I wouldn't be able to be a stay-at-home mom. He has a $1,000 truck payment, and I don't know. You guys got to do one complete thought. I'm gonna lose you in the comments. What if he says he has money, but he don't want to date a gold digger? Splenda daddy. That's a Splenda daddy, Daisy. If he says he has money, oh, believe me, I have money. You don't even worry about it. I'm never going to show you, Daisy. I have money though. Believe me. It's in a secret trust fund that I'll have unlocked when I'm 41 one day. Yeah, right. Y'all lying anyways. And then also they say, "Oh, I have money. I got a trust fund coming." Yeah, but I have a trust, but I can't be dating a gold digger. I have money though, but trust me, Splenda daddy. Y'all lying. All right. Who you trying to impress? Pull up the account. Let me see your FICO score right now. Or else I don't believe it. Show me. Pull it up. "Oh, I have money. Believe me, I have money. I just don't want to be dating a gold digger." Lying. Y'all lying. Splenda daddy. Don't listen to him, folks. Men with money don't need to tell you, "Oh, I got money." It'll be fucking obvious. You ever heard of, let me tell you about a term. There's a term called conspicuous consumption. "Oh, let's just order a bunch of stuff off the menu to the table." Okay, I didn't even look at the price. Just, we'll have some of that, we'll have some of that, we'll have some of that, we'll have some of that. Just bring it all. "Valet, pull my car around." It's obvious if they have money. They don't need to tell you, "Oh, but I have money. I got money somewhere. I just don't want to date a gold digger." Lying. Y'all lying. Who are you trying to trick? The answer is he's trying to trick you to move into his apartment and pay for half his rent so that he can get a better car, a Hellcat or whatever. Don't be a victim, folks. Oh, man. Oh man, it seems fishy to me that 2 months after you moved in, he traded in that Corolla for a Hellcat. Huh? Okay. Or just show me the numbers. This tracks. Okay, you can just follow the money. Oh, you're making half that Hellcat payment. Aha! Eureka! Figured it out. Just like that. Solved it in a second. All right? That's how it goes, folks. I'd be driving it too. You should drive it. That's half your Hellcat. You should drive it. You're entitled to it. That's half. He owes you half. If you moved in and then he upgrades his car from a Corolla to a Hellcat, that Hellcat is half yours. And you should drive it. You should have a second key. That's exactly right. That's your Hellcat. Where do I find kind-hearted men in Washington? How should I know? I'm in Los Angeles. Look in your own backyard, man. I don't know. Let's see here. Shall men play hard to get? Listen, if a man is playing hard for you to get, it's because you're not the one, or the two, or the three. That's it. All right? If he's hard to get a hold of, you're not the one, sis. If he wants you, you won't be able to bat him off with a tennis racket. Get off me. That's what it's like when you're the one. You're like, God. Let me breathe. If it's not like that, you're not the one. All right? If you're having to chase him down, you're not the two or the three. All right? You're just misconvenient for me. Oh. All right, let's see here. How do you deal with a broke man leaving you for another woman? You should thank him. Oh my God, you just saved my life. I could have had a whole lifetime dedicated to poverty, but you just saved me. It's like a fireman pulling you out of a burning building. You got a whole new lease. Your day should be brighter. You shouldn't be sobbing over that. You should be like, oh, thank fuck. You made this decision for me. Why don't you rip that Band-Aid off? Oh, whoo. Let me just get out there. Well, thank goodness. I thought I was going to have to figure out how I was going to get out of this situation, but he did it for you. You're welcome. You should send him a thank you card. I'll send him one for you, actually. Click the link in my bio. I got thank you cards in there right now that you can send to your ex. I'll send it to him for you anonymously. You're welcome. Y'all think I'm kidding. For real, go look at my bio right now. I, for real, will send your broke-ass ex a thank you card for saving you. You think I'm joking? I see it all the way through, sis. All right? I'm not saying this for nothing. I really dead-ass will send your ex a thank you card. Y'all want to see? Watch this. Hang on. I think I'm kidding. Go to shop right now. Hold on. What's that? I'll do it for almost free, too. Just you pay for shipping. shop.russellhartley.com. Look here. You think I won't send your ex a thank you card? Thank you. Thank you for so much for saving my life. I'll send it to him anonymously. Y'all think I'm kidding? I'd stick it all the way through. All right? I see it all the way to its end. And I'm petty as hell, too. I'll see it all the way through to the end. All right? Think I'm joking. Are you okay? No, I'm not. I'm frustrated. Oh. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Okay. If you're the one, wait, hang on. If you're the one, does he tell you right away, or is that love bombing? Listen, I don't know about all these armchair psychology, pop culture words, whatever. Listen. If you're the one, men know right away. All right. If you're the one, they will make it abundantly clear to you, man. Men know right away. And if you're confused, you're not the one. You're right. You're for right now. You're the one for right now. But I suggest that if you're not married, you're single. All right. And if this man that you're confused about hasn't given you a ring yet, what you should do is you should take that concern and go elaborate on it with your other boyfriend. Can you believe he hasn't proposed to me yet? Because you're single. If he hasn't proposed to you, you're single. So if your tax filing says single, status says single, tell your other boyfriend about it. You should write it down on a little complaint card, fold it with you, and then go give that to your other boyfriend. Just drive across town, get on your other boyfriend's house, go to your other boyfriend's house, and be like, "Can you believe he said that to me? He wasn't ready. He wasn't sure where this was going. Can you believe he said that to me? You're single." What if you're married? Then tell your husband. What? Some of y'all wild. Girl, come on now. What if you're married? Then I'm just talking to those single ones. If you're married, then go file it with your husband. The fuck? I'm not a home wrecker. God. Hello, everyone. All right, I'm a hands-on learner. Let's date so I can see firsthand. I might, maybe, DM me. Not if you're private though. I can answer some of these questions. I'm not even a relationship expert. I don't even know. I'm just a common sense expert. I'm good at common sense. Hello there. What about us 60-year-olds that still look good? Do what I'm telling everybody. Get yourself a light beat, man. Get out to your community groups like church, the Rotary Club. I don't know, whatever. Just get out there. Can't sit at home. Gotta get out there, tease that hair. Light beat, short heel, little skirt. Hit the pavement. All right? Gotta have a life, even at 60. All right. Put a bend in it. You know what I mean? Put a bend in it and go to the evening service at church. You never know. All right? Hey, Russ. Hey, Natalie. Okay. Let's see here. That's right. Why does my husband get mad when I ask him to... That's funny. Hang on. I want to say it just like you said it. Hang on. Why does my husband get mad when I ask him questions? Marcia, maybe you're asking him too many questions. Leave that man alone. All right? You get yourself... Just run it by ChatGPT first. All right? Your man obviously needs some peace and quiet at home. You're supposed to be his peace at home. Talk to ChatGPT first, and then if you still don't have the answers, then go ask him some questions. All right, but just bring it down some. Let that man breathe for a second. He just got home. You gotta leave that man alone. Let's see here. How yeah, listen here, folks. If you're coming to my live asking me why your husband gets mad at you asking questions, you asking too many questions. You know what I'm saying? If it's gotten to the point where you got to bring this issue to me, you're probably asking too many questions. Let's just narrow it down to 2, maybe 3 a night. Okay? All right? God, give that man some respite. You know? All right. How do I reverse letting him know he's paying for it? I'm sorry. How do I reverse letting him know is paying from now? He's paying? No. I think, Marissa, what you meant to type was, how do I reverse to letting him pay? No, I'm not even going to try. Try again, Marissa. Speak English. Proper diction and grammar is important. Why are we told not to criticize / avoid outsmarting them? Why are we told not? You got 2 questions in one, Amanda. Run it back. Guys, come on. One thing at a time. True, she might need a girlfriend to tear her ear up. Yeah. Let's see here. Hello, everyone. What should women be doing in the meantime? In the meantime of what? What are you talking about? In the meantime, what? You mean between classes? On your lunch break? What do you mean? Hello, guys. Is it better if a girl has no debt and a good job, or should I spend all of my money because a rich man won't care? Yeah, listen here, folks. Rich men don't care. They don't give a shit how much money you make. They don't care about, really. Your career is just like a nice little personality quirk to you if you take it real seriously or whatever, but men don't care. Men will marry the waitress. They don't give a shit. They don't care about how much money you make. If they care about how much money you make, there's something else happening here. All right? They're sizing you up, seeing how much you can contribute to their mortgage or whatever. You guys understand? All right? If they're trying to find out how much you make or how much you got, something else is happening here. All right? Men don't care how much you make. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to read some of these. Wealthy man. I'm at the grocery store shopping. Sorry, the question is, Marissa says, how do I reverse to letting him know he's paying from now on? Marissa, I think, I'm going to fucking paraphrase this. My God. Marissa's saying, I have been paying some or all for this man that I'm dating. How do I reverse that? And now he pay for me for everything. The answer is you can't. Ship has sailed. Sorry, you can't. Get a new man. That's it. The only way to reverse it is to get another man. Get a second boyfriend to subsidize your first boyfriend. That's it. There's nothing you can do that's going to now make him have his provider powers unlocked. He's either that from the beginning or he's not that at all. And it gets worse, actually, not better. All right? So, if you need financial support from a man, just get a second boyfriend and subsidize yourself. All right? One man can be like your emotional support boyfriend, and the other one can be your like provider boyfriend. Government does it. Why can't you? Until you're married, you're single. God, why don't you just subsidize your lifestyle? Sometimes it takes more than one. All right? unless y'all are married and he's paying for your life, hang on. I have to complete a puzzle. Which of these objects grazes grass? No. What is this? Oh, ship. Oh my God. Hold on. Hat. Complete. Wow, that was a ridiculous caption. Okay. Unless you're married and that man is paying for you, and you need financial support, subsidize it with a second boyfriend. Get you another one. One that'll pay for your nails or whatever. Because if the guy that you're dating isn't providing for you now, he's never gonna. That's it. He either does it from the beginning or he doesn't at all. All right? Okay. Let's see here. That's right. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Went on a date with a man 6 years older than me, and he asked to split the bill. Never seeing him again. That's right. So listen here, Heather, and all of you. What do men think is going to happen? I've never heard in the history of ever that it turned a woman on when a man was being cheap. And that's all that communicates. If you're saying, hey, can we split this? Hey, can you pay for this? Hey, I don't think we should afford that right now. Let's do some other cheap thing or nothing at all. I've never heard that those words or any combination of those words turn into a woman going, oh my God, he's so hot. Wow. Let me jump his bones. Perfect. Never ever. It's just dry. I don't know. Can I say that? I don't know. You guys get it. Sandpaper. Splenda, daddy. That's right. It's the biggest turnoff ever. Right. And since I think that's a pretty unanimous thought for all women, so I really don't understand why guys think that that works. Hey, you got this, right? Oh, it's okay. I'll pay it. I'll just send you a Venmo request for half. Cool. I'll include the tip on there so you don't have to worry about it. Does that work for any man? How does that work? And the only thing I can think of is that some of you women are weak and you're giving in to that anyways. You're like enabling this behavior, ruining it for everyone else. So if some of you go, yeah, sure, I'll accept this, then you're wrecking it. You're wrecking the landscape for everyone else trying to date. All right? You're allowing men to get away with behaving this way, and therefore they think it's right. Whose fault is it? Do you see what I'm saying? You should get a fine or something for that shit. With points. You should get a ticket. Like a like one of those red light cameras. Some of y'all like send us like you complete the Venmo request. It should take a screenshot and send it to the group chat. Red light camera, like that. And you should get a citation. Because you're messing it up for everyone. I'm serious though. Y'all are enabling this shit. It's like y'all need community service or something. Okay. Okay, I got one more question. Then I gotta go. Let's see. That's just so ridiculous. I'm just going to read that out loud. All right. Yes, I had a guy ask me to DoorDash him burgers. So here's what's happening. Some of you women are allowing for this to happen. For men to think that they can just do that, like get away with it. It's because some of you weak ones are out there doing this shit. You're out there going, yeah, oh, sure, okay. You want me to DoorDash you? Let me just... Is it there? They said they're outside. Can you go outside and get it? Y'all are doing this to yourself. You're wrecking the dating marketplace for everyone, including yourself. And that sort of antisocial behavior should be punished. Jail. Right to jail. Call his mama. Let him know what he's trying to get away with. Stop enabling this shit. That's right, yeah. Call his mom. I'm serious. If he's asking you to DoorDash him food, you should call his mom and tell him. That's crazy. And she could be like, I know I didn't raise him like this. What the hell? She's going to show up at his house with the chancla. Whatever it takes. Oh, man. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Let's see here. This is better than TV. Thank you. Let's see here. Okay, one more and then I gotta go. This is it's been my time. Let's see here. If you Hang on. No, I already answered that one. Damn it. That was close, though. I would have answered that one. I already did earlier, though. Sorry, okay, let me Instagram. Let's see here. What does it mean? No, it's not. Okay, if a man pays for everything during the dating stage, how do you know it's genuine or a facade? That's the point I'm trying to make. So if he's not paying for everything from the start, like from the onset of the relationship, all right, especially obviously during the courtship phase, that is setting the precedent for the expectations within the relationship. And then if you let him start creeping in expenses that are pushed to you, then that is what you're subscribing to. And by the way, people will get away with anything that you let them. Okay, so it starts small. It's like small things. Oh, I got it this time. You get it next time, right? And then he brings it up next time. Like, hey, this is next time. Or Venmo request. Or you get the movie tickets, I'll get the popcorn. Stuff like that. If he starts creeping that stuff in, you got to stop it from the beginning. You got to be like, this is what I expect a man to be in my life is somebody that takes care of me. I didn't know that I was going to be signing up to be paying for a man's stuff. That's not what I was getting into. That's not what I thought I was signing up for when dating a man like you. And then they're going to go, oh, after they pull the dagger out of their heart, they're going to go, oh, no, honey, you don't have to pay for anything with me. I want to provide for you. All right? And if you start letting them creep in expenses and you start conceding to that, next thing you know, you're going to be paying for half that mortgage and half that Hellcat. Let me tell you. All right? His mortgage. All right? You're going to be moving in with your landlord. That's how it starts, you know. You getting the movie tickets, him getting the snacks or whatever, or vice versa. Next thing you know, you're moving in with your landlord. Terrific. All right? Stop it from the beginning, folks. That's been my show, guys. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. See you next time, Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. All right. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.